is he? No, we're not shooting guns. Go away. No guns. Sorry, it's a workout day. Go on. You don't believe me, do you? Stop barking. This is Hannes with Lander Defense, and I thought I'd take a few minutes to show you some behind-the-scenes stuff here. Kind of went through a thing recently where I hadn't been working out for probably a year or so. Was feeling old, just turned 50, and I needed to get my mojo back. So if you're in the same situation, it might be useful to you, and if not, I hope I'm at least funny enough that you'll watch. So off we go. So one of the hardest things about exercising and kind of generally improving your life is that initial motivation to get going. Because once you get going, you start feeling better about yourself, and it kind of gives you that feedback that you need. But the first part's the hardest part, and I just got through that phase. What I did was cold showers. And I know you're immediately going, oh my gosh, no, I'm not taking a cold shower. But just hear me out for a second. I'm not saying you should. Everybody's got their own personal version of the cold shower. And for me, it was doing the Wim Hoff method and starting to take those cold showers. If you're not familiar with Wim Hoff, the Iceman, YouTube him. I'll maybe put a link down below. I think I'm not a super video guy, so I think I'm supposed to go click on the video down below or something like that. Anyway, I don't know. But if that is what I'm supposed to do, that's where the video will be, wherever that is. And that's all I did. I mean, I wanted to get out and work on my flexibility. I was having problems with my hip, a previous injury, and I wanted to do it, but I didn't have the motivation. I didn't have the energy, didn't have the drive to really just get out there and make that change in my life. And so I had just enough energy and motivation to torture myself for 10 seconds in the shower every morning by turning the hot water off. And totally miserable. I wish I could record, not literally me in the shower, don't worry about that, but wish I could record the first couple times that I turned that cold water on, just give you the audio of me going, I hate this! I hate this! My wife thought it was hilarious. She was walking by the bathroom one of those days, and I could hear her laughing all the way out in the hallway. But I did it. I confronted something that was hard for me. I did something that was super unpleasant in the name of getting better, and it made everything else, it sort of unlocked this key to getting better. To overcome something that's super hard, everything else becomes easier. And that was a big deal for me. I recommend you find something like that. And I recommend the Wim Hoff thing. I mean, seriously, if you want to look up the Iceman and follow that program, it's pretty awesome. The overall physical effects are pretty amazing. So I'm putting together some videos that if you're in the situation that I was, that you can get out there and maybe make some difference in your life, feel a little bit better. So I'm going to run you through kind of what I did as a gym for my working out, why I did it this way. I'm not some great exercise guru. I'm not some super in shape, muscle bound guy, but I'm doing all right. For a guy my age, I'm holding up okay. So I'll show you my warm up, and I'll show you my stuff. And one of the principles that that I wanted to follow pretty early on is I needed some sort of warm up, because as you can see, I'm outside, and this is the first day of daylight savings time, so it's daytime and I'm working out. This is really cool. But one of the principles for me is that a warm up is an important part of your exercise. You need some sort of warm up exercise. So what I wanted to do for a warm up, obviously I just need to warm up. I've got the snowsuit on and everything, but it isn't enough. It was like 10 below the other morning when I came out here, and I really needed to get that core temperature up before I could do any exercise without hurting myself. And so warm-ups are generally a gentle exercise that uses your whole body, gets your heart rate up a little bit. And I have a wood pile over there that I need to be over here, kind of as a secondary insurance backstop for bullets on the Lander Defense range. So I'll just show you what I do. Come on, let's check it out. So this is what's left of the wood pile I've been moving, and we need to take it over there. So one at a time. These stumps aren't that heavy. They're kind of old cottonwood that someone was getting rid of from their yard. Been wanting to do this project for a while. This is a way to exercise and accomplish something, which for me is a big motivator. It may not be for you, but I like doing exercise where I actually get something built or done. So here we go. Best form you can manage. And off we go. All right, so one of the things I wanted to accomplish with this kind of exercise thing is I wanted to get into lifting a little bit of weight. If that's the principle that I'm trying to satisfy, I just need stuff that weighs stuff, right? Does that make sense? Well, my glasses are fogging. It's cold out here. I gotta admit, there's a cool factor to this. So what I did for weights is, wait, you ready for it? I got some rocks. These are the official Lander Defense rocks. And I picked them out using a very scientific method. What I did is I went down to the local riverbed and I wanted 4 weights of rocks. I found one that looked like, you know, that's not too heavy, right? When it's not frozen to the ground. That's not too heavy. That was my first size. Second size of rock is, it's kind of heavy, right? I can still pick it up, it's not too much trouble. That's all right. Next size of rock is, that's pretty heavy. All right, this one here, a little bit more work to get up off the ground. And then, my final rock, which I think has some iron ore in it, was one that when I got it, I could barely pick up. That's pretty heavy. Those are the official weights of rocks. And that'll be different for you if, depending where you are. So if you're a great big, you know, athletic sort of guy, your rock's gonna be bigger than my rocks. If you're the classic Charles Atlas 90-pound weakling, if you're not old enough to know what that is, look it up, then your rock's gonna be smaller, and that's fine. This rock was one that when I got, if I can break it loose here, it's a problem having your gym frozen to the ground in the morning. So this rock, I sized so that I could just pick it up, just barely, using good form, up off the ground. So those are my rock sizes, and I use them for various things. So let's talk about the things I use them for. So when it comes to exercises, one thing that I had read a while ago for the quote farm workout, which is wildly appropriate here, they said the farm carry is you get something heavy and you carry it. So I'm just going to use my medium weight rock to show you when I do the farm carry for cardio, and I'm going to use the heavier rock when I do the farm carry for strength. So I'm going to pick up this rock and carry it. I think we're probably going to speed this up in the video because there's no way this could be fun to watch. So here we go. Pick up a rock. And we carry it. Okay. Now I'm too hot.